interest in the subject of neurology per se. Neurology means, you know, no?
Yes,
Neurology means it's a study about brain and the spinal cord and the nerves. So brain is like a very fascinating organ.
Yes.
I mean, I always used to feel that it's a very fascinating organ. It's a very complex organ and it controls the whole body functions.
Yes.
So it's like a king of all organs. So I was always very interested how it works and then how it controls all other systems. And again, one more thing is like detecting a neurological conditions or neurological disorders is kind of detective work. So you have to it's like a diagnosis is most important part of the neurological conditions, and it is very difficult to come to a diagnosis because most of the neurological diseases don't show up on your normal tests, the routine clinical tests. So that is why you have to go into the details of the patient stories and then and examination and then test and then you come to a certain diagnosis. So that is a very challenging task, and I feel that is very satisfactory. Like once you come to a diagnosis, then you are like wow, okay, you have come to some diagnosis, and then if you get a diagnosis proper, obviously you can treat it, and then the patient gets also complete relief. And the other thing is like in neurological conditions, it impacts patient's life for a long term. See, if you see in a cardiac conditions, patient gets chest pain or some heart attack, and then the doctor performs angioplasty. Next moment, patient is fine, okay. Or if at all it doesn't work, the patient is dead, okay. Only these two extremes can happen. But in neurological conditions, once the patient gets stroke or some epilepsy, it affects his life for a long term, and it affects the whole family. All the relatives are also caretakers are also burdened. So it really affects somebody's life, even financially. So if you can change their life or change quality of life of some patients, then I think that's a very good achievement, and that gives you a very good satisfaction. Especially we get very old people, geriatric people. So even geriatric people, they are suffering through many neurological diseases, stroke, dementias, and then Parkinson disease. So they are very common in elderly patients. So they are already suffering because of age and so many disabilities they are having. On top of that, they get neurological disorders, then it is very difficult for them to survive and then to lead a life. So there a neurologist plays a very important role. So I think these two things I wanted to achieve, and I am very happy becoming a neurophysician.
That's very fascinating.
Yeah.
The next question is, which one healthy habit that every student should follow for sharp mind?
Okay. So if you see a sharp mind means I think you need a good focus, good attention span, and good memory. Like when you have a good memory, then it is a sharp mind, obviously. So I think for that you require most important habit is good sleep for 6 to 8 hours.
Yes.
You may feel that sleep, yeah, I'm telling you to sleep. I'm telling you to become a lazy person, not like that, but actually I think rather than exercise or eating, sleep is more important, and most of the time we are not giving importance to sleep. But for a good and sharp mind, for a brain to work in a healthy condition, sleep is most important, okay. Because lot of things happen in sleep which are very important for the repair and maintenance of the brain.
Yes.
And obviously along with that, exercise, having good food, all those things are also important.
Thank you for that tip, ma'am.
Oh.
The next question is, does using mobile phone for a longer time can affect our brain?
Yeah, it definitely affects our brain, and especially for this generation, I think my advice would be, obviously they should reduce the screen time and less use of mobile phones. Especially being a neurologist, I am seeing daily so many cases having headaches. Initially we used to see it in only adults, actually, that migraine disorder or headache disorder. You may have heard this condition. But then nowadays, even 4-year, 5-year kids are also coming and saying I am having headache, and because of that they are not able to go to school and they are not able to perform well. Even the seizures, epilepsy, na? So even that used to be very common in who have hereditary or in the family histories. But then nowadays we are seeing all of a sudden somebody is having seizure. Again, the major cause is excessive use of mobile phones and screen time. Social medias you are going through on the mobile, and then you are watching whatever your friends are posting about some events or vacations or some celebrations, and then you feel that, oh, I'm missing this. I don't have. I didn't have such a grand celebration. I didn't go to this luxurious hotel and something. So you start comparing with your friends and colleagues, and then again that causes anxiety. Okay, and it becomes a disorder. Okay, it's not for a short time, it becomes a regular disorder, and you have to get treated by the doctor. It comes to that stage. So again, these are the long term effects of using mobile phones. So yeah,
I appreciate your advice, ma'am. Do doctors also search Google when they forgot something?
yeah, definitely. Because even we have brains like other humans. We are not super computers, or we don't have search. Even the previous doctors used to search in textbooks. Like they used to keep textbooks on the table and they used to refer like when they are forgetting. Only thing is now it is a digital era, so we are taking help of Google. Rather than doing some mistakes, I think it's better you search and then you tell the patient.
That's really interesting. What message would you like to give to students on the occasion of Doctor's Day?
For Doctor's Day, I feel you be your own doctor. I think how you would expect your doctor to take care of yourself, even you take care of yourself, especially your brain. As a neurologist, I will advise take care of your brain. That means take a good sleep for 6 to 8 hours, have good exercise at least for 15 minutes a day, eat healthy, and then don't take too much of stress. I think whenever you feel stuck, you should relax your mind and take a pause. Don't keep on competing with that whole rat race. Take a pause.
That's very informative, ma'am. If you weren't a doctor, what profession do you think you would have chosen, ma'am?
If you would have been doctor?
Yes.
Wouldn't have been doctor. Then I would have liked to be a singer. Because I like to sing and I enjoy singing.
Wonderful.
So I would have been a singer.
Can we get the gift in form of your singing? One song can be done, ma'am.
Yes.
Okay, singing for Doctor's Day. I need to.
You sing.
Okay. Yeah, I'll sing one song which is regarding life.
Nice.
Only thing is sometime I may forget some few words. Okay. Yeah. ये जीवन है, इस जीवन का यही है, यही है, यही है, ये जीवन है, इस जीवन का यही है, यही है, यही है. Rita, I've forgotten that.
Nice, ma'am.